the stories that caught my attention is the story about these GOP lawmakers, the same folks who tried to scuttle and wouldn't vote for the Bipartisan Infrastructure Bill. Now that millions, and in some places billions of dollars are pouring into their states, cities, and counties, these same Republicans who gave Biden hell are now publicly celebrating and literally trying to take some credit for all of this federal money for local bridges and roads and pipes and ports and high-speed internet. All right, Chris, so is this the game? Vote against it, but if it passes and money comes into the state and jobs start to get created and people get excited, then take credit for it.
You know, we've never known Republicans to be shameful people. They don't possess that. They don't possess Shaheim, I guess. I don't know. You know, you got Congresswoman Michelle Steele out in California. You got Ken Covert, people who are literally voting against everything that the president puts forward. Infrastructure bill, voted against the Inflation Reduction Act, voted against the original stimulus package that he came in and put it in place. But they love him to death when it comes to give me that money. So me personally, I'd love to see a law put in place. If you voted no, mean it. No. You don't get any money in this district because you said no. That's what
I know. But that would penalize the voters and the residents and the constituents that, you know, aren't responsible for the stupidity of their representatives, right? So we should not be blamed.
Got to pick better people then.
Yeah, I hear you. Obviously, it is not right, Dr. Dibinga, for these folks to be out celebrating and acting like they did something when they are, as Chris said, voting against everything that the president does. But I don't know. Let's put the onus on the Democrats. Should the Democrats be out reminding voters in that district that your representative that's standing there now at that press conference, that's standing there with that shovel, that's standing there taking credit, voted against this bill, but for the foresight of Democrats and others, this money would not be flowing into your district.
They should be doing that every single day. You know, I heard one host say that one of the reasons why, you know, Republicans don't want these rural areas and stuff to have broadband and high-speed internet and the like is because they may start listening to different news sources, you know, as opposed to getting the same funneled information from their favorite politician or talk show host, and, you know, on AM radio. And that's one of the problems is that, you know, it kind of goes off of Chris's point, you know, is that if these voters were sophisticated enough to really understand that these politicians they keep putting into office don't represent their interests, then they would be more likely to challenge them and really say, we need this road, we need this bridge. What are you doing? I mean, you got people like Tuberville and Marjorie Taylor Greene voting against this stuff, but going online, promoting these things. So I'm glad that Biden is going to these districts. I think he was already in Marjorie Taylor Greene's ones, or he's going to it. Keep going there. And, you know, Jamie Harrison, y'all got to be more strategic about reminding them every single day that Democrats did this. And put up the legislation that the Republicans have proposed for infrastructure. Oh, what? There's nothing there. Like, actually show the blueprint, show the plan, and say, you know, who do you want to build this road, to build this school, to build this hospital? If you want this to continue, this is where your vote needs to go. But the Republicans are so much stronger on making it about identity politics and the culture wars that people have forgot about their own basic needs because they're focused on the preservation of whiteness.
Right.
Great point.
There's a really good example of what this infrastructure bill did. The freeway fell down in Philadelphia. Yeah. A large part, I-95, a major artery for this nation. They got it back up in 2 weeks because the president has put money into Pennsylvania, which allowed them to immediately put all these trucks, all this infrastructure, the whole state of Pennsylvania, the federal government, the city of Philly, all came together and got the road back up that quickly. That needs to be on every campaign ad in the Pennsylvania area and around the nation.
And all the jobs that created, right? All the income that goes in, all the money that gets poured into these states, these cities, these counties. So I get so frustrated when I hear people say, well, Biden ain't done nothing. Are you insane? Like, are you like, where have you been? That the money from infrastructure is so massive. I mean, I've been at conferences where mayors talk about all the money that's pouring into their city. So we just got to get that word out because it is game changers, transformative.